Former Kern County Supervisor Zach Scrivner back in court for a progress hearing after he was granted mental health diversion. I'm Veronica Morley, your senior reporter. This amid calls from the public, local, and state leaders for change, not just in his case, but for mental health diversion entirely.
Where that appeal essentially rests is with the prosecuting agency. And in this particular case, it would be with the Attorney General's office.
After former Kern County Supervisor Zach Scrivner was granted diversion, a petition was started to appeal the ruling, calling out the allegations in this case, which include child sexual abuse.
When a prosecuting agency is vehemently opposed with a process like this, we usually see that they are objecting every step of the way. And at least from what we have seen in the media, it doesn't seem to be that type of urgency.
While the petition has collected more than 3,000 signatures, legal experts say the road to appealing a ruling isn't determined by public outcry, and in this case would be in the hands of the prosecution, the state DOJ.
Hypothetically, the next time that it would be most appropriate to appeal then would be at the conclusion of the entire mental health diversion process.
That would be the next appropriate part, but this is going to be a pretty lengthy diversion.
As part of his mental health diversion, Scrivner is required to provide the court updates on his treatment and compliance, including drug testing and counseling. While an appeal may not be in the future, local legislators like Assemblywoman Jasmeet Bains and Senator Shannon Grove have called out the ruling and say they plan to introduce legislation to prevent a case like this from receiving diversion.
Local legislators who in disagreement with this ruling and with this case, they're seeking legislative changes. Could that make any impact?
That's a big legal question.
Yeah.
Whenever the legislature is making legislation to, whether it's creating a new law or retroactively changing an old law, they need to specify that it can be retroactive. Otherwise, it can take a very lengthy amount of time to go through the legal process.
Now, we've reached out to the California DOJ's office asking them if they have any plans to appeal the Scrivner ruling in this case, and we have not heard back from them as of news time. In Bakersfield, I'm Veronica Morley, your senior reporter.